So I teach the Birch Bark Discovery Program. It is a alternate education classroom that started about 6 years ago. We had some parents that were interested in creating a classroom that was a little more hands-on and inquiry-based with a big focus on place consciousness. So when I teach, I'm trying to think of how can I connect the curriculum to this place as much as possible. So it's a little less pencil and paper and kind of learning from the textbook and more, we're learning about rocks and minerals, let's get out and look at what's around us. Or we're learning about structures, let's go look at the buildings and structures around Yellowknife. So really just tying in our learning and making it as meaningful as possible for the students.
I came to Yellowknife with a one-year plan, very similar to most people here, and fell in love with the community. I've met some incredible friends. I have an incredible group of colleagues that I get to work with, and I am not ready to leave. I know I keep saying it, but honestly, it's like the community, the people. Like the people here are really, really special, and I don't think that you find that everywhere. I really feel like as even an adult, it's really, really difficult to make new friendships. And I think that this is a place where it actually is quite easy to do it. You find people with like-minded kind of things.
So everyone in Yellowknife is so beautifully connected. So not just within schools, I mean, teachers all know each other, but because I met friends through teaching, I was then opened up to opportunities of meeting new people who might not be in teaching. I have now friends who work in the government, and I've only been here for 2 years, so I have friends that work in the government. I have friends that are like firefighters. I have friends that are like police officers. I have friends, who are all a part of the Yellowknife community that I was just able to meet through mutual friends, and then mutual friends introduced me to their mutual friends, and so on and so forth. So that was really nice. We settled on Yellowknife specifically because it had the cultural experience, but it also had all the resources we needed to be able to live comfortably. Especially my partner is a type 1 diabetic, and so we really wanted to make sure that we had access to everything he may have needed. So honestly, Yellowknife was the best of both worlds, and since living here the past 2 years, that really lived up to the expectation. We really got the best of both worlds.
I am born and raised in Yellowknife, so I chose to come back here just because I love this place, and I love the school system here. I grew up here, kindergarten through grade 12. I am actually teaching here at Miller Hall School, where I went kindergarten to grade 8, so that was really special to be back in the rooms that I learned in myself. And I knew that it was a wonderful place to raise a family, and it was opportunities to get in the classroom right away.
One of the things that brought us to Yellowknife in particular was the mentor program. So when we were circulating at the job fair and asking all the different communities and school boards around Canada, and especially in the north, like what they kind of offer for new teachers, very few actually offered the mentor program, especially how like Yellowknife does it or YK1 does it. So we were like, that really drew us to Yellowknife, and was such an amazing support starting off as a teacher, because it instantly paired you up with a mentor who was at a similar grade level as you, which was really helpful for navigating all the different requirements that are needed in your profession or in your like school district, all the different due dates, all of that stuff that you might not think about. Having a mentor kind of helped you navigate that whole process and my whole first year of being a teacher. So that support was really incredible. There hasn't been a single moment where my partner and I and my roommate have regretted the move up here. In fact, we look back, or we're in contact with our friends back home in the East Coast, and we're constantly telling them to come up. There's never been a time where I've told a single friend who's currently teaching in the East Coast, no, stay there. Like it is such a fulfilling, it makes the job so much more fulfilling being here, where like we feel so supported by the district and our admin and everything, that teaching in general across Canada has its challenges, but here we're given the resources to navigate those challenges properly. So I just feel so fulfilled. If I had any fun ideas I wanted to try out, it was always met with like warmth and enthusiasm. If I needed support or guidance, it was always met with everybody wanting to like give me whatever they could. Resources, just like a listening ear. I had people constantly coming in to check on me to see how I was doing. It just really felt like, regardless of, because we're a JK to 8 school, right? So regardless of like cohort or grade level, every teacher just wants to support one another, which really makes the whole school just feel so much more inviting. It makes coming to work so much easier. Even on the hard days, I just leave with my cup full, just because I have people that I can kind of turn to. which is really helpful, especially for people who are in their first few years of teaching.
We have a great benefits package, so just health-wise and all that stuff, I feel really well supported. There are tons of opportunities for professional development. I have a PD fund that staff are often using to go away to conferences or to purchase resources or textbooks. I've actually done some online courses to build my resume as a teacher and my knowledge base, and those have been covered through those funds. And also here at the school, I have had the opportunity to work with some amazing math teachers, some amazing literacy teachers throughout the year who kind of track our progress and work with us, and they fly up and come in the classroom, and you get to see some really wonderful teachers from down south come up in the classroom.
I love all of the opportunities that my school provides. So a huge drawing point for NJ is our ORI program. So it's our on-the-land based program that takes students out of the classroom and into our wall tent. And we have a knowledge keeper and facilitator who takes us out and we do different activities. Some of the things that we've done are harvesting and gathering plants and animals. We work on different hides, we taste different traditional meat, and that has been a huge drawing factor for NJ. I find our staff very supportive for any Indigenous language learning and Indigenous cultural events. So that has definitely been a positive for me and a huge draw for the school.
When I first moved up here, or even before I first moved up here, talking to different people in Nova Scotia saying that I was moving to Yellowknife, they're like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be paying so much for groceries. Like, are you ready for that? And I was personally nervous myself until arriving here and realizing that the cost of living is the exact same as it is in the South for the most part. There are like a few things that may be slightly more expensive, but like groceries are the exact same cost, and like our housing costs like less than living in where I'm from is Halifax. So that really was a pleasant surprise upon moving here based on all the misconceptions that I heard before moving here.
The YK1 district offers a very competitive salary, which was a huge drawing factor for me staying.
I love living in Yellowknife. In my spare time, I play in the men's basketball league. Both my brothers are actually still in Yellowknife, so we get to play 1 or 2 games a week through the winter. I play lots of music, and since having young kids, I haven't played as much publicly, but I do enjoy getting out and listening to live music and playing at some of the local festivals here. And also just like Yellowknife, it's right in the outdoors. You can drive 5 minutes out of town and you are in a canoe on a lake or hiking a trail or walking the dog off leash. And so I just love getting outside and being outside. I just love winter or summer getting out as much as I can. Because it's a capital city, there are a ton of amenities here. We have all the hockey rinks and the pools and the fast food restaurants and great local restaurants and a great arts and culture scene, a great sports and athletic scene. So we have a lot packed into a small town, and it's a really close community. So I think that's a thing about Yellowknife. People think, oh, 20,000 people, that's a little small. It does have a lot going on for that amount of people.
My experience living in Yellowknife so far has been incredibly positive. I have been welcomed into the community by both the school and outer community as well. I love to play sports in my spare time, so sports that have been kind of offered in Yellowknife to me so far have been hockey and volleyball and squash. So I play a lot of those in the winter time. In my spare time in the summer, I spend as much time outside as possible. Our summers here are beautiful and sunny and warm. And I also have acquired some beading skills. So I love to make moccasins and earrings and try to take as many classes as I can. And my most recent one was a tufting course.
Oh my gosh, well, I think fundamentally being a teacher in this community has really opened me up to so many different people, and I've been able to develop friends so quickly, which has then exposed me to so many different opportunities that I didn't really have living in the South. So I've gotten to go ice fishing for the first time. I found out that a sled wasn't a toboggan because growing up sleds were toboggans to me. So I've got to go out on snowmobiling, which was so fun. So really just trying to participate in everything I possibly can in the North that I might not be able to get or get to do back in Nova Scotia. So do all those things for fun. But Yellowknife is also a city, and I feel like people forget that sometimes. So we can go to the movies if we want to, go bowling. We love to go bowling. So like I said before, it's the best of both worlds. You can really get everything that you need and do everything that you want to do here.